Super Mario Maker 2, so got a troll level, hehehe. Can't fool me. Thank you, Thwomp, but you're not going to get to me. No, no, no. Oh, another one. Oh, almost. Man, this is going great. Wow. Oh, bombs? Haha, nope, not today. Oh, then that'll explode. Man, doing really well. This is going much better than expected. No one can troll me. Nope, not you, Thwomp, or not you, Thwomp, and oh. Well, that's just rude. Hey everyone, how's it going? To the level here with another My Top 5, and this time we're looking at my top 5 games that I thought were way better than kind of expected, right? So sometimes you play a game and you might have, you know, pretty solid expectations, but they really exceed them. And other cases, you just have games where you think they're going to be terrible, or you have little to no expectations from and end up really enjoying them, right? So we're going to look at those ones now. 4 of the 5 games I have beaten before, because one of the games on this list you technically can't beat, or like, we'll get to it when, you know, I'll explain when we get to that one, but yeah, I have beat all of these except for one, because, yeah, you kind of can't beat it, but, yeah, and how I rank these is kind of expectations to how well I thought they exceeded them, right? Because at the bottom is a game where I thought was going to be good, but it turned out to be a game I really, really loved and enjoyed, where the top game will be something that I thought would be terrible, but ended up being a lot of fun, right? So that's kind of how I rank these. So without further ado, here are my top 5 games that were better than I expected them to be. So at number 5, I have Sleeping Dogs, and I put this here because I thought this would be a good, solid game, but nothing great or spectacular. But to my surprise, I really enjoyed this game a lot, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. This is often on a lot of people's list for hidden gems and things like that, right? Because this was a spiritual successor to True Crime, and the True Crime games, like the first one, Streets of LA, was solid, but, you know, it's pretty outdated now, and it has a lot of technical issues, like to freeze a lot, and then the second game was bit of a flop, right? But yeah, so I didn't really expect too much from the Sleeping Dogs game, but man, it is a ton of fun. You know, you play as Wei Shen, an undercover cop who tries to get in with the Triad, tries to get information from them, right? And yeah, the combat in this game is super satisfying. There's a lot of cool, fun mini games. Of course, there's karaoke. Always have to have karaoke in these types of games. But yeah, just a lot of the stuff in this game was a pleasant surprise, and yeah, I wanted to really put this on this list because, again, I thought it would be solid, but I didn't expect to just pretty much love this game, right? Then at number 4, I have Centipede Infestation, and while I didn't quite enjoy this game as much as Sleeping Dogs, that's below this one, I put this one higher because my expectations were quite a bit lower. You know, Centipede and kind of just, you know, I like Centipede, but having it kind of reimagined into this twin-stick shooter, I wasn't too sure, even with Way Forward being kind of the ones behind this one. But I have to say, yeah, it was another pleasant surprise. Like, there's a lot of fun to be had with this game, and sure, yes, the game is quite easy. I breezed through it on hard difficulty, so yeah, it's not super challenging, and the levels themselves can be kind of bland environments and repetitive, right? But overall, you know, especially since I bought this game for like $5, it's a pretty solid time, pretty fun, and that's why I kind of put it higher than Sleeping Dogs, because I didn't expect to enjoy this game as much as I did, right? I thought, like, okay, I might have an okay time here and there, but the second I played it, I kept playing it until I beat it, right? I was pretty hooked with it, so yeah, I wanted to put this at number 4. And at number 3 is the game I said that you can't really beat, at least I don't think you can, and that's Vampire Survivors. So, recently started playing this one, playing it through Xbox Game Pass, and yeah, I put this at number 3 because this game should not be as fun as and addictive as it is, right? Because it is a purely one-note game with very just basic repetitive enemies and kind of just your basic pixel art designs on a lot of them, but man, it's a ton of fun because all you're doing in this game is trying to survive as much as you possibly can. You pick a character at the start that has kind of their own weapon to start with, and you know, you're not even you're not actually attacking enemies, everything's all auto attacks, right? And each weapon does a different little quirk to them, and yeah, as you level up, where you level up by killing enemies and collecting gems they leave behind, and once you level up, you get other power-ups, and all it is just seeing how far you can survive, and depending if you can survive for like 15 or 20 minutes, then you'll unlock a new level, and that's the whole thing with this game, is basically just you keep playing, gain gold, and try to see how far you can get so that you unlock more and more and more as you progress, and that's all this game is, and yet I'm super hooked on it. There's no way this game should be this fun when it's just so one note, right? But it is, and that's why I had to put this on the list. At number 2, I have Neopets The Darkest Faerie for PS2, and I did a video on this a while ago, quite a few months ago, talking about this game being better than expected, right? Because Neopets, if you were like me and grew up in the 90s, then Neopets was among kind of your first sort of social game, right? Where it was just taking care of a virtual pet, and there's many different ones, and can't really quite remember how the website went or whatever, but yeah, it was one of the early PC games that we played too, and so, you know, getting Neopets on PS2 was such a blind buy. It was super cheap, and I'm like, well, let's see this. Let's just see this for nostalgia's sake, and man, it is a pretty competent action-adventure title, you know? It's really fun, solid. The cutscenes are definitely on the bit of the curse side, I would say, but overall, it's surprisingly a lot of fun, very solid, yeah, adventure game. It takes a while to get used to because, yeah, for combat you do need a bit of patience, and the beginning part was kind of annoying because, yeah, you're herding just a bunch of animals back into the pen, and yeah, that was kind of annoying start, but once you get past the slow start, you'll find yourself in a fun game, you know, very solid, that has no right being this fun. And at number 1 is easily 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. I played this game at a friend's house, you know, and beat it pretty quick over there, like just staying over many years ago, and yeah, there's no way this game should be this fun. Because the story of this game is 50 Cent doesn't get paid for a concert, so he gets paid this skull that's supposed to be equivalent to like 10 million, and this girl steals it, and so 50 Cent wants the skull back. That's the entire story, and it's very over the top and dumb action combat, and you know, for me, except for Eminem, I wasn't really into hip-hop, rap, R&B, ain't those music styles growing up, so 50 Cent wasn't really artists I cared for or liked, but this game because this game, you know, plays a lot like Gears of War and everything, with cover mechanics and things like that, and you have repetitive enemies over and over and over again, and yet this game is so enjoyable, so fun. There's no reason why this game should be this enjoyable and fun. It's so stupid, and yet yeah, when you play it, you just have a blast playing it, and there's no reason why this should be this fun, especially since his first game, Bulletproof, was pretty bad, right? So yeah, this has to be number one. And so those are my top 5 video games that were better than I expected them to be. So what do you think? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know. Are there games you played that were much better than you expected? I would love to hear those, because yeah, I love hearing what you guys think, and also it helps me, you know, hearing about new games that I possibly haven't heard of before that I might want to check out for myself, right? So yeah, let me know, and I'll see you next Friday for another My Top 5 video, along with other videos I do on my channel. Alright, thanks everyone, have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.